Hi, I'm Alex Gibson, and I'm basically here to introduce myself for my first video blog. I'm a visual artist, and I want to kind of use my video blog to talk about art. Also my development as an artist, my thinking, my research. I want to share with the community, and I'm kind of interested in engaging with this stuff rather than just writing about it. So here I am. I've been writing a blog on my website at polyopticon.org, and I'll put the links in the description for about for about 2 years or something, 3 years. And that sort of talked about my development since finishing at art school, finishing my undergraduate degree, my Bachelor of Fine Art at art school, and talking about being an artist, being a visual artist, being a professional artist, and my projects, my research, things that I'm interested in, and now I want to engage in video blogging, because it's bloody interesting. It's compelling to watch other people blog about their stuff, and to hear, there's so much you can communicate with just like through facial expressions and where their wrinkles are and all that kind of thing, right? And so I studied fine art at the Victorian College of the Arts. I did drawing as my main course of study. And I took drawing, by the end of my undergrad, I took drawing into computer programming. And my most recent work, which I just finished an honours degree, and for that, and basically I love studying because I get to be an artist full time without having to get any full time work. I've worked as a barman and a concierge in hotels and a fucking butcher's meat room cleaner, which is the most gross job on earth. I don't recommend that. And so I now work full time as an artist. I work part time, doing a bunch of other things, using my computer programming to make a bit of money, web design, and a bunch of things. But the crux of the deal for me is that I get to make art full time, and I get to research and develop my skills as an artist and as a researcher, because I think 90% of art is research, is knowing, not reinventing the wheel and all that kind of thing, and learning from people that have come before you, and building on the sort of the discourse. And so I studied at the Victorian College of the Arts here in Melbourne, Australia. Victorian College of the Arts is a fantastic university. I'm really enjoying it. I just finished my honours degree. I'm just beginning a master's degree this year, and I just got a scholarship, so I'm full time now. I'm gonna work a little bit still, but I'm full time, making art. This master's degree is very practical. It's about my development as an artist, and it's a really interesting degree, and I'm really keen to pursue it and to work my ass off full time as an artist. And a lot of that, because my interests are in contemporary culture, but particularly in digital culture, and particularly in things like YouTube and Livewire and Wikipedia and open source. I'm here to talk about, think about, and research and share my knowledge and my experience as an emerging artist, visual artist. And so contemporary culture, basically in my blog I want to talk about work that I'm looking at, research that I've discovered, insights that I've stumbled across, and share them on my blog the way I have been in my written blog at polyopticon.org. And so the first thing I want to do is share my first insight, my first piece of research, which is Vito Acconci. Vito Acconci is a very interesting character from the 70s. He was a member of a kind of proto group of video artists who sort of popped out of the 70s as video VHS and Video 8 became affordable, and you know, and also cheap film, you know, was available, and people were starting to use that more domestically than was previously possible, and artists were beginning to experiment with it. Now, video art today is really hot. Like, people are buying it. It's gaining sort of credibility. It's no longer seen as sort of some weird experimental thing, where it was, of course, during Vito Acconci's day, seen as very weird and experimental. And it still is in some ways, but in other ways it's becoming quite central to post-war art and the development and the medium of choice in post-war art. Now, of course, once upon a time, you know, frescoes were the shit with art, right? Or, you know, which is like painting on wet plaster. And no one like does that today, except for like some freaks in Italy, right? Some freaky conservative style, you know, kind of old school guys that still do that. And, you know, or, you know, once upon a time, porcelain, you know, painting on porcelain and plates and ceramics and stuff was like the epic, the excellence, par excellence of art, the very highest apex of art that you could reach. Today, probably oil painting is still, you know, once again, it's having a resurgence in contemporary art. You know, people have been trying to kill it off all last century, but they failed. And but today, you know, people still kind of recognise oil painting as like the shit, right? But video art is fast catching up. Anyway, Vito Acconci, very early video artist, and I think quite relevant to video blogging. Because he's doing a lot of things video bloggers do, having an intimate kind of relationship with the audience, addressing the audience directly, talking to the camera, speaking to the audience, but doing all of that with with the artist temperament, with some kind of artistic goal in mind and intention. And so this work is called Theme Song, and it's by Vito Acconci, and it was done in 1973. And I want to put this forward to you as a kind of proto-YouTube work, and how technology how technology mediates communication as a kind of preface to that notion. And I want to talk about works from recent history like this one, and I'll talk about contemporary works in future video blogs, and try and contextualize this whole video blogging thing, as well as, you know, talk about my development as an artist and my research, and of course, you know, what I'm talking about, and by doing it, you know. So here is Vito Acconci's theme song, or a part thereof.
We don't have to kid ourselves. We don't have to say this is gonna last. But all that counts is now, right? My body's here, your body can be here. That's all we want.
Okay, so that's Vito Acconci. If you want to see the whole thing, it's 33 minutes. It's at ubu.com. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link to my website, polyopticon.org, in the description. I might refer to this video more. I'm definitely going to link it into my, well, if I can link it, I'm not sure if I can, but Ubu.com is awesome website. Check it out. It's got all kinds of video work and film work. And that's me. I gotta go. Take care. Bye. Ciao.